All right, big fan of this weather because it means that I get to snowboard. And if we have rain here, that means it's probably snowing up in the mountains. I am a huge fan of snowboarding. This year, I'm actually going to put my son on a snowboard, and I want to see how he does. He has tons of energy. He's a daredevil. So I'm hoping that he really takes to it, because like seeing a little kid on a snowboard that is this big and they're all like bundled up, I just think that it would be the cutest thing in the world. And so, yeah, hopefully he likes it. So yeah, to dovetail what Cynthia said, if you guys are not speaking, if you guys are talking, and if you're driving, make sure to mute yourself. That way we don't have any background noise. So let's go ahead and kick this off. I was going to turn it to Andrea, but since she lost her voice, I'm not going to turn it to Andrea for this beautiful morning. Since Cynthia is stationary, Cynthia, I'm going to have you pop us off, take us out of the tunnel, take us out on the field on this glorious, beautiful Monday morning, December 13th.
Love it. I love taking us out on the field on a Monday because it's the beginning of a new week. We get to start fresh. It's for some of us, it's our weekend. For others of us, it's a true Monday. Whatever it is for you, make sure that you've got your head on right. Make sure that you are planning out the rest of the week, the end of the year, with tons of positivity, tons of good energy, because your clients, your family, your friends are really counting on you. And if you don't have it, reach out to us, because we are here to give it out.
Love it. I love it. And thank you, Cynthia. It was great seeing you in person the other day and getting to hang out with you and Mark. We don't get to do that enough. And so it was really cool. And it's always nice, like seeing everyone all dressed up, right? It's like, we're all like suited and booted and having some fun. And it was just really, really cool. So let me just start off with immense levels of gratitude for everyone on this call and everyone that was here this weekend. It was just a great opportunity for us to come together. And I want to talk about two things this morning. Well, I have actually tons of things I want to talk about, but just to start out, community versus culture, right? I think that's something that we are doing really, really well here at Fast Real Estate. Culture is, yeah, I like the brand, I like the style, I like the vibe, I like the macro of the company, right? The community is what we experienced this weekend and what we continue to experience. The community is, hey, these are my brothers and sisters. These are my subgroups. These are the times we're getting together. We're having beers. We're going to the office. We're we're doing script role play together. Like the community in which has been built here at Fast Real Estate is well above just the culture, right? The culture is the macro, and that's the overlaying. And then the community is how we all come together. And I'll tell you what, I don't just say that it's family, like it truly feels like a giant family, whether it's functional or dysfunctional, whatever, let you guys get the choice of that. But what I will say is that we have done a really good job at building a true sense of community here. That goes not only with our social interaction, but how we come together as a community to support one another. We leverage, we go and show homes for each other. We have each other's backs, we partner. That is all rooted in community. And so I think there's something really special in what's happening here. So when we talk about culture versus community, I think that there needs to be a really strong balance of the two. People could come here for the culture, right? And for the macro, but if there's no sense of community, then then there's no richness here. So I wanted to talk to you guys about that. So I wanted to talk to you guys about motivation, because I believe that motivation is fleeting. If you're coming to group coaching on a Monday morning hoping for some motivation, then I don't think that we're doing a good enough job. Here's why. Motivation is good. You can come to these events, you can get hyped up, but what I love seeing is the action. So if these calls sometimes are hard, if these calls are sometimes intense, if these calls are taking an inward journey and self-reflecting, that's what I want, right? What I want is you guys to leave here and say, you know what? Oh, I hate accountability, because let's face it, human beings do not like accountability. What we like is to look at other people like, look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. But what we hate sometimes is when that mirror's turned around and we have to think about ourselves and we have to hold ourselves personally accountable. I know that's hard. It's challenging, right? By a show of hands, how many people hate accountability? Just raise your hand, be honest, be transparent with me. Please go ahead and give me a reaction. Thank you for the participation on a high level. Thank you for your transparency. It's just who we are as human beings. However, if you have ever held yourself accountable or had someone else help to keep you accountable, I know that there's positivity on the other end of it. It might suck, right? If you're a football player, if you've played sports, the two-a-days like, oh, I gotta be here or else I don't get to play on Sunday. But when I play on Sunday, I'm even more prepared. I'm ready. I've ran the offense. I know and I'm ready to win. So I want you guys to really, really think about that and say, you know what? I know it's tough. I know it sucks, but I'm going to hold myself accountable. Let's talk a little bit about where we are in the real estate space. I took some notes. I was listening to some podcasts today, and I wanted to make sure to get this off of my mind because it is fitting to where we are. So more so now than ever, and a lot of this really, really got to a different intense level during pandemic, is that we became more connected and more committed and formed an even stronger relationship and bond with our technology. And let's stay here for a second. The way that consumers are now looking at information, the way that we are all connected on social is different than it's ever been in any time in our life. And I think that it's a very, very special time for us. When we think about the real estate industry and where we are going and where we came, pandemic showed us how change was going to be instant, right? We changed our business in an instant because of a global health crisis. So I'm hearing this all over the industry, is that you have these OGs that have dominated a particular market for years and years and years start to lose market share. And why are they losing market share? Because you got these young gunners, right? These rookies that are coming in that understand technology and understand the use of TikTok and how to run some ads through TikTok. And they're seeing these rookies get 10, 15, 20 deals in a year. Not saying that the rookies are more talented, is that they're adapting to where we are. Now, the OGs that had to do the blood, sweat, and tears, hats off to you, because there was a lot of work that needs to be done. Not saying that a new agent has it any easier. What a new agent has is more options, right? And I want you guys to really think about this and stay here. A new agent that's coming into this market and an agent that has stepped into this game in the last couple of years, you simply have more options. You have more reach, you have more technology, and you have a louder voice. The OGs who had to do the blood, sweat, and tears didn't have that. However, as time has progressed, and if the OGs of this business, they don't adapt to what is going on, then they're going to slowly start moving towards retirement and losing more and more market share. We have an ability right now to reach people in a way that we have never reached people. But it has to start with some really, really grassroots campaign. And let's talk about this right now. So where we are heading in real estate is a very, very important thing to look at and to forecast out. A couple things that I think that we need to focus on as a team and as a company, and I'm going to talk to Cynthia about this today, is we need to get really, really strong on our TikTok game. Stay here for a second. How many of you guys have a TikTok account right now? Please raise your hand if you have a TikTok account. Okay, cool. Kaleem, how often are you creating TikToks?
Honestly, I'm just on TikTok for the pure entertainment of it.
Cool, right? Pure entertainment of it, right? I hear a lot of people say, I'm on TikTok, but my demographic and age isn't on there. Well, wait a minute, aren't you on there? Aren't you the one that's watching the video that you said that people my age aren't not on there, right? So you have to think, like, TikTok right now is a great way to build and to start growing your platform. Now, it doesn't have to be everything real estate related. We talk about this all the time. I don't want you guys creating a bunch of real estate shit. Hey guys, I'm here at 123 Main Street. Okay, cool. It's been done. Let them in. Let them know who you are. Who is Kenneth Brown? You know, who is Andrea Lamadora, right? Let them into who you are. Highly, highly want to encourage you guys to start a TikTok account. And that goes for me as well. Highly, highly encourage you guys to start looking at different platforms in different way. And I want you to think about LinkedIn. LinkedIn right now is a very, very underused platform. However, agents are picking up leads on a consistent basis using LinkedIn. Here's the difference. And we say this a lot of the times, lean into who you truly are as an individual. Some of you are super, super comfortable. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Demian. I just want to say what's up. I'm looking good. I'm looking fly. I just did a $2 million deal. Just want to let Demian, he's like, wait, I don't say any of that. What I'm saying though, some of us are super comfortable with just turning this around. You know what some of us are really, really comfortable at? Some of us are really, really good writers, right? Think about that. LinkedIn is the platform for the people that aren't that comfortable yet using video. LinkedIn is the written word, and there is literally almost no limit on how much you can write on LinkedIn. So if you feel like, okay, well, not too comfortable with the videos, I'm going to try, I'm going to start doing some things, but I'm going to go on LinkedIn and I'm going to post some thoughts. I'm going to put some ideas. I'm going to link I'm going to put some links on there as well on my wall. But that is a great way by the written word to start getting some attraction and start having people hear you in a different way. If you guys aren't too comfortable with the video yet, there's no rules on this. Who's to say that you can't create some audio messages in your notes section? And when you're driving, like, hey guys, just want to share some of my thoughts with you. I'm driving right now, so I'm not able to put my video around, but here's my thoughts about the real estate game and where we're heading in 22. So I want to drop some knowledge on you guys. Feel free to share your thoughts with me. You record that, and then you upload the audio recording to Facebook and to LinkedIn. Who's to say that that's not going to take off, right? So whether or not you guys are totally comfortable with video, which eventually we want to get you there, but maybe you guys are the perpetual introvert, right? And let's think about that. Some of you guys are coming into a game that seems that I have to be an extrovert in this business. And I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. You don't. You don't have to be a super extrovert to be super successful in this business. But what you have to do is you constantly have to find ways to add value, to give value and give of yourself that is a real, authentic way. If Andrea doesn't like to do video right now, and she just wants to do some audio recordings, and she's a fire writer. She does great call to actions in her LinkedIn. She updates on Twitter. She goes on Instagram. She puts some stories out, but she updates Facebook all the time. I tell you what, that method is gonna start getting some attraction. Then when you guys learn how to run ads on TikTok and you send this out to a larger audience, we think about this from a referral basis. Well, who cares if my 80,000 people, some of those people live in Austin, Texas, who gives a shit? Because you know what? Those are people that you could essentially be referring business out to. All I want for you guys is visibility. Because by a show of hands right now, let's just do a quick survey. Give me a reaction. Give me a hand up on the screen. How many of you have watched one video today? Just one. Taking a shit, early morning, drinking your coffee. How many of you have at least watched one video? Most of us have, right? We are in a video consumption environment. And the sooner that you guys realize that, hey, I need to get something on social, whether it's my videos, whether it's my audio, whether it's my written, I just need to have a rhythm to my social. Gary Vee always says, post 7 pieces of content a day. I know that's hard, but hey, if you guys go out and talk to community leaders, if you create your own podcast, if you go out and write some cool things, if you guys are here on group coaching, there's so many things that in your day that you could constantly bit and piece things out and constantly get your visibility up. That's all it's about, you guys. But if you don't start somewhere, you're always going to be the people that are going to be left behind. You're not going to be able to keep up. So I want to encourage you guys. I want to push you. Here's what I want to encourage everyone to do by the end of the year, 22. I want to challenge everybody to give 22 hours of education on social media, content creation, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, all the different sites out there. Give yourself 22 hours for 2022 to be the best version that you possibly can online. I promise you, if you spent because TikTok's not something that I've ever been good at, but now I'm going to get really, really good at TikTok. I feel that I've started to really adapt over the years on how to use Instagram. I can get better, right? sometimes you guys post me in so much stuff and it fills up my story. Well, I'm like, hold on, that doesn't supplement me creating my own stuff, right? I have to make sure that I create my own stuff as well. So what I want to challenge everyone to do is spend 22 hours. I don't care when you do it or how you do that, but how do I create a TikTok ad? How do I create a business, or excuse me, a Facebook, like how do I boost something on Facebook? How do I, promote something on Instagram? Like start looking at the things that you're seeing around you, watching the videos. How do I look for trending music? How do I make a reel? How do I do all these cool things on social that everyone is doing, that I'm watching, that I'm laughing, that I'm liking, that I'm resharing to my own story? Why can't I do that? Right? I don't care what it is, whether it's Nicole dancing, whether it's Demian out of showing, whatever it is, whether it's Brittany and who else was in that video where, who was it? Rebecca, where they did this funny ass reel, right? Where like Rebecca slid in. It was just funny. So no matter what it is, what I want to encourage you guys, when I push you, what I want to implore you to do is spend 22 hours for 2022 to have the best year that you've ever had. You guys are in such a remarkable time in real estate that there's people 10, 15 years ago saying, if only I had the tools that these rookies have today, think about where my business would have been. If only, right? Because what you guys have is you guys have that grit. You have that OG mentality. But if you mix that with some of the modern things and modern techniques, they're going to cost you little money to no money, right? There's OGs out there that spent thousands and thousands of dollars to get their business rolling. You guys could spend nothing and get the ball rolling. Kaleem hasn't even started real estate, but he's already making videos as a real estate professional, as a real estate investor, and as a top producer in the Bay Area. Okay, I see you, bro, right? Declaring it to the world what he's going to do, what he's going to create, right? Each and every one of you are cool. Each and every one of you have a voice. Each and every one of you has your own skill. You guys, I used to be a writer for years. All I wanted to do was be a rock writer. I wanted to be a rock writer for the Rolling Stones magazine. I went a different course in my career, but you guys might be really, really good writers. So why aren't you writing some blogs on LinkedIn, where there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of professionals out there that are looking at you and watching that and reading that and sharing that? That's how you start to build and build and build. I want 2022 to be a year where you build a story brand. We talk about this all the time. The real estate of professionals tomorrow and the winning agents of tomorrow are the ones that have truly, truly tapped into what their personal brand is and their personal messaging. Because at the end of the day, I don't really care, and it shouldn't care to you. Fast Real Estate, EXP, and Team Fast. Those are the hierarchy, right? That's the macro. I think that they're good for branding. I think that it's a good look, and I think that it is very sleek and sexy. But at the end of the day, if you guys tap into what is really, really true to you, we talk about your core values, the things that you want to put out to the world. If you're able to hone in on that, and we are just, kind of in the background, just helping you guys, support you, coach, train, and develop. But your brand and your image and your style, if that's out in front and consumers see that, that's all that matters. That's all that matters, you guys. So build your story brand, build it your way, have some fun with it, take some chances, dare to be different, right? If you're creating something like, I've heard this before, why do that? Why do it? Do something that's different. So Cynthia, you posted something in the chat here. I want to turn it over to you. What's it say here? Yeah, no.
So it was just this podcast that I listened to recently about social media and about how back in the day when there was the book of faces, Facebook now, people were like, that's never going to go off. That's so crazy. And people were so resistant of Facebook. And then MySpace came in and it blew up. And now they're on this podcast, they were talking about the different generational gaps. So like the people that are going to be buying real estate in the next few years, you're not going to find them on Facebook. That's for folks that are like maybe going to be selling and coming into new homes, sure. But what they were saying is that it's like folks on TikTok, folks on Snapchat, those are who we need to be really focusing in on, because that's where the money's at, right? I mean, coming up, like that's where it's going to be at some point. And then they were even talking about like the metaverse and NFTs, and how, as you know, companies progress, as industries progress, we're going to have to be taking money from NFTs to help people purchase real estate. So it was just an amazing episode. I highly recommend it. It's the podcast is called Today Explained, and then the actual title of the episode was Facebook's Metamorphosis, because it's not called Facebook anymore. It's called Meta.
You guys think about where we are now, where we've came in the last couple of years, and let's think about this 5 to 7 years down the road. You have 16, 17, 18-year-olds that are going to be moving into real estate in the coming years. Well, these 16, 17, 18-year-olds have realized and experienced the ability to make hundreds of thousands of dollars using TikTok, right? Well, fuck, if I could make $100,000 a year by doing makeup tutorials, Mom, why do I want to go to college for 4 years to take some bunk ass job that's going to pay me $60,000 a year, right? Why can't I take those same skills out and go into real estate and build this empire and be able to build supplemental income and be able to bring, build huge amounts of wealth by the time I'm 30 years old? We got people coming in this game that are 25 years old that are making $300,000 a year. I smelled like whiskey and Marlboro cigarettes at 25 years old, and I was snowboarding. I was still in business, but I didn't have the mind that these youngsters have today. Also, I didn't have the resources, right? It's not that they have more, it's that we have Khalil. Yeah, he's 19 years old. We just have more opportunities. You have more choices, right? So the lane is not just a single lane. You have multiple lanes in which you can build. But the idea of this is to really make you guys think about your business in a different way. We're not going to do it for you, right? You guys have to say, you know what, I'm going to take some chances, I'm going to take some risk, and I'm going to go out and make this happen. So I wanted to share those thoughts with you. Does anybody want to chime in, give some thoughts, some insights, some dialogue? All right, Damian, let's hear it, brother.
Got to drop off the baby.
All right, Damian, you froze on us, bro. So why don't you try to close out your camera and let's just hear your audio. All right, cool. We'll come back to Damian because he froze. Does anybody else have some thoughts, some insights, some dialogue? Here again.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, we got you, brother.
Oh, my bad. All right, I'll make this quick since I already stalled us. But I tell my son something to that effect all the time. It's like in this day and age with YouTube and Google and such, there is no excuse for not being able to do anything. Like you literally have the world at your fingertips, real estate included. You can find out whatever you want to. Like I had to change my side view mirror and I YouTubed it. Like in the time when I grew up, I grew up along the development of the internet and all this shit. So it wasn't as accessible like you're talking about. But today we have everything that we need at our fingertips. We just need to seek it. All you got to do is look for it and it's there. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to learn how to do is out there. So I just wanted to share that point because I can definitely identify with that.
Yeah, I love that. I love that, Damian. You guys, you have an ability right now to create the celebrity that you've always seen in yourself. And I'm not saying I need to be a celebrity and make a bunch of money, but no, I want to create some visibility. I want to do something that's meaningful. I want to show up in my community. I want to serve my families. I want to, help, build generational wealth in my area. Like there's so many things. Like you could be a celebrity in your community and you spent zero money, right? Who's to say that you can't? Like I'm launching a podcast this week. It's on Friday. every single Friday, I'm going to interview one of you guys. And I was like, man, why haven't I done this before? As I've been busy. I've had things on my plate helping run this company. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to slow down every week, 1 hour. And I'm going to do a podcast. This week, I'm featuring Roxanne Adams. We're just going to have a cool conversation. We're going to chop it up. We're going to talk. And then I'm going to have the editors like take small clips and pieces. We're going to do some photographs. I'm going to do thumbnails on all of my YouTube. So it's not just the Team Fast. It's going to have me. It's going to have the topics. We're going to have some fun. I want it to look, you know, a little bit like how Tom Ferry has done all of his marketing and advertising. I'm like, well, we should do something like that. So I'm taking shit to the next level this week, and things that I've been talking about. Now we're going to do. Nicole Penland, you had a question or some thought or some insight?
I was going to say in regard to, with the generational gap with technology and everything, I think the OGs are really at an advantage as long as they learn how to use everything, because you know what questions to ask just
Totally.
from the level of experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's not to say that I've missed it. And let's just talk about my mom. I'm a mama's boy. I talk about my mom all the time. So my mom bought her an iPhone. All of a sudden she's acting brand new. What's my mom doing? My mom is sending me constant videos, and she's pretty good. She's funny. Cynthia's a fan of my mom. Like, she's just funny, and she creates the stuff. And then when my stepdad gets on, all right, now my stepdad, how old is he? He was born in 1957, however old that is. Well, stepdad is funny, right? When he gets on, I get so many responses from shit that he's doing. And they just started literally 8 months ago creating video. So if my mom can do it, and my stepdad, who hates technology apparently, can do it, then any of us can. So thanks for chiming in, you guys. Anybody else have some thoughts, insight, dialogue? I would love to hear from you guys. Feel free to grab the mic and share. Anybody? Don't be shy. It's a Monday morning, you guys. Anybody?
I had also put in the chat, just as far as like visibility and things, that I always think what video always makes me think of that weatherman in Charlotte that does those like dance videos, like TikToks. He's always like suited, and it's like he has his 3-piece suit, everything, tie, everything, and he's out there gigging with, you know, kids in the community.
That's right. Have you guys seen the dancing trucker or the dancing truck driver? Just some dude that is just pulls up and does these dances, and millions of people that have viewed his stuff. And it's just like, I always say, you're always one video away of changing your life. But let's shift gears, you guys. I want to share some of those thoughts with you. I want to go around the room. First off, we've got some newcomers here. Thank you for being here. To all of our guests on the line today. My hope and my intent is that you guys walk away with, you know what, one thing that I can implement today in my business. So I want to go around the room. I want to talk about accomplishments and wins for last week. I know there's tons of them. So I want to hear something that you were super stoked about that you accomplished last week, or something that you are committed to accomplishing this week. I'm going to turn it over to Kwanzo. We're going to start with you. I'm just going to call on a couple people, so be ready, you guys. So Kwanzo, what's one thing that you're stoked about that you accomplished last week, or one thing that you are committed to accomplishing this week?
Good morning, everyone, man. I'm super bummed out I couldn't make it to the party, man. I'm just, whole family's sick. Didn't want to get anybody the bug.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
Man, what was really rewarding this weekend though is you know, I think like a while back we were talking about like I wanted to like firm up the buyer presentation and do a Chinese version of it. So I sat down with my mom for about 8 hours, like 2 days, like broken up into 4 hours, and we like went over it. And then I had my first buyer presentation in Mandarin yesterday, and then he's gonna go ahead and sign the exclusive buyer agreement today. So that was a huge win. And then I'm gonna go ahead and flesh it out and put that buyer presentation in Mandarin and share it with the in our Slack.
Dude, that's what's up, bro. I love it. You guys, we already have the presentation in Spanish. Now we have it in Mandarin. If you speak a different language and you want to create that, you guys can do that in Canva. So Quan, what a great win for the week, brother. Love to hear that. Let's go over to Rebecca Sandoval. Miss Sandoval, what is something that you are super stoked that you accomplished last week, or something that you are 100% committed to accomplishing this week? Hit us.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi. So 100% to recommitting to all of my goals. I really slacked these past couple of weeks, like as far as like working out and like self-care. I've been like working that I'm like, okay, I need to recharge and get myself in check, and then I can take care of all the rest. So this week, I'm just gonna make sure that I'm working out at least 3 days this week. I'm gonna jump on the elliptical after this, and I already have my goals written down and the people I need to reach out to. So I'm gonna make some calls today and see what's up, and then I'm gonna start posting again on social media.
So Rebecca, is there anything that we could do as your brothers and sisters to help keep you accountable to your fitness goals this week?
You know what? Me and Rebecca and Lisa and Brittany, we're gonna start like going on trails around here at least 3 times a week, or twice a week, but it's been raining. So, you know, the elliptical in my room it is. So I'll be texting them to help me keep me accountable for sure.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Love it.
Thank you.
Hey, if
got
you
it,
have a
you got it.
Peloton, we can do a team ride.
Shit, I don't. Everybody told me you should go on the freaking Peloton.
Yeah, you know what? I had a Peloton, gave up the Peloton in a breakup, but I definitely need to get a Peloton because I love the workout. Arlene, hey, it was good meeting you and Richard. He was such a kind gentleman. It was great seeing you. So Arlene, tell us, what is one thing that you accomplished last week that you're super stoked about, or something that you were dead set committed on accomplishing this week? Let's hear it from you.
Well, I'm really happy that I'm almost done with my buyer's presentation. I was working on that, concentrating on that last week, so I should have that done by tomorrow. But for next year, I'm committed to, I've been really dreading doing TikTok, but that will be my goal, to do TikTok.
Beautiful, beautiful. And Arlene creates videos, but I said, Arlene, we don't ever see your face. And if you've spent any time with Arlene, she's funny. She's got a great personality. Andrea's shaking her head because they know each other. They're friends, before coming here. But yeah, anything I can do to support you, Arlene, I am 100% here in your corner to help you, to push you, to motivate you, but just to be a line of support for you. So I love this.
Thank you. One thing I wanted to say is the party was friggin' awesome. And it was great meeting everyone and having real conversations in a unprofessional setting. I loved it. Thank you very much.
Was it in an unprofessional setting?
Well,
yeah, I love that. I love that. All right, so let's go over to Ryan Fong. Ryan Fong, what's one thing that you accomplished last week that you're super, super stoked about, or something this week that you're dead set on committed to accomplishing?
One thing I accomplished joining the team last week, stoked about that. And then something that I'm committed to doing this week is prospecting and having at least 100 conversations with motivated home sellers or buyers.
Nice. And how are you going to do that?
By calling, prospecting
Nice.
over the phone.
Cool. So you already have a pretty big list of people to call?
Yeah, I have a list, so I'm just going to start calling.
Awesome. Awesome. And then Ryan, how often do you do that? Or is it something you haven't done consistently?
Every day, Monday through Friday from 10 to 4.
You call that long?
Well, I have breaks in between, but that's usually my set time.
Okay, cool, bro. Well, I mean, hey, you do that a level of prospecting, bro. They're going to make a statue of you out in front of our office because your business will take off. And so as we grow and grow and grow, I'll help you kind of like fine tune that, funnel that, so you're not exhausting yourself because it'll become monotonous. We want to make sure to break that shit up. So it's not just, oh, all right, one more call, one more call, one more call.
Right,
but dude, love the commitment, love the high level commitment. Clarence, let's hear from you, my man. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I wanted to make the holiday meeting. I had tickets to another event, unfortunately.
It's all right. We had a good time, man. We had a good time. So tell us, Mr. Clarence, what's one thing that you're super, super, stoked about and pumped that you accomplished last week, or something that you're committed to accomplishing this week in your business?
Definitely this week. Last week, I discovered that spreadsheet on Slack that's pretty much a step-by-step. I don't know what it's called, but it's to make sure that you have everything that you need to get started. So I thought that was an excellent blueprint. So I'm really committed to this week to getting focused on that and getting going. Also following up with Ben the Scientist. I sent him some data as in terms of some calls. So I'm follow up with him on that as well. but I really, really appreciate the talk today on social media. Yeah, I'm on the gram and I'm on Facebook, but you know, TikTok, I was like trying to avoid that with the plague, but I could definitely understand, you know, as in terms of the business, as in terms of the people that are on there now that are looking at it, it makes perfect sense. So, you know, it's motivational talks like this. I appreciate it. The way you guys can help me is just keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna definitely reach out when I need assistance or questions on certain things.
Love
But
it. Love
really
it.
appreciate it.
Clarence, let me ask you a quick question for all the people that don't know. How long have you been in this game?
I've been in the investor game for a few years, but as a realtor, not at all. So I'm starting from scratch.
Brings a unique skill set on the investing side of the business. Him and his brother have been doing investment for some time. And so, you know, they offer definitely a level of insight that, you know, a lot of us don't know much about, because I'm sure a lot of us want to get into the investment world, want to know about those things, want to know about rent rolls, things like that, what to talk about when you go into meetings. And so leverage Clarence, talk to him, talk to his brother, and make sure that you guys keep him as a resource. Let's go over to Steffi, Misappointment Setter. Misappointment Setter, what's something that you're super stoked about that you accomplished last week, or something that you will commit to this week?
So I actually kept unmuting trying to catch your attention because I did want to speak on it. So I got 2 transactions in the contract last week and 2 listings. And, you know, the great part about that is that one of them came by the means of TikTok, because, you know, I did that 30-day Thanksgiving challenge, and it's just crazy. And so I am committed to doing more online videos. Actually, Carmen and I have a goal to put our content calendar together for next year.
Love
and
this.
I'm just so excited about that. But it takes time. I mean, you just have to learn this thing. And there was times I didn't want to do my videos, but when you're committed to do it, just like I'm committed to put this 30-day content calendar together, and I have an accountability partner who is Carmen, who's really my gym partner, but she's become everything else, like my soul sister and everything else. And so all that takes play when it comes to your success.
Man, I love this stuff. So let me ask you this. You came to Fast Real Estate, I think you were like the 35th or something, between 30 and 40. Prior to coming here, did you have a strong social game? Were you on Instagram? Were you on Facebook? Tell me a little bit about that.
No, so I'm more belly to belly sales. Like when I see you and meet you, as long as we schedule that appointment, we're on. So that's kind of how I got my name. But no, I'm more, and this is what I was thinking too, is, you know, I was probably going to do a lot more lives and Q&A with people on the team, because I'm an engaging type of person. Once we get into conversation, then, you know, kind of flows, and you get to know who I am, I get to know who you are. And I feel like that's a great way to engage with my audience, is to do more live stuff where, you know, it was like, how do you get an offer accepted? How, you know, things like that. So my thoughts are everywhere, but just putting it on paper is going to be important, and putting that into play for 2022.
I love this. And you know what, now on Instagram, you can go live with multiple people. Who's to say, like, hey guys, hey, you want to go live with me, Herson, Demi, and Cynthia? Let's have a quick conversation about what we did to get our offers accepted this week. Cool, let's do it. What time? 11? Awesome, let's do that. Then you create that, then you put it on your story, and it lives there also in your video. So now you have this evergreen video that people can go back and watch, like, damn, that was fire. Thank you for that, you know, quick conversation.
For sure. I need in on how to get your offer accepted. I'm having the toughest 3 weeks, so Steffi, clue me in. I'm in.
Right? And look at, like, instantly, there's value there. Like, okay, cool. Like, maybe she's doing something. Maybe it's her offer letter, maybe it's communication, or maybe it's just, hey, we got to be a little bit more patient with that particular client. Whatever it is, there's always beauty that comes out of that collective wisdom. So love that. And listen, you guys, Steffi, Misappointment Setter, she didn't even have a new headshot until just a couple months ago. I think she was using the glam shot from like 2014. And so she just got a new headshot, up in her game on social. She committed to the 30-day challenge in November. And what happened? She developed business from simply doing a 30-day challenge that cost her how much money? Zero money, a little bit of time. Stephanie, did you have anything else? Sorry, I saw you.
No, I said nothing. It didn't cost me anything, but
yeah. Great stuff, Steffi. I love seeing what you're doing in your business. All right, let's go to a couple more people and then we'll come full circle on this. I closed, you know what? Andrea, she can't talk, but Andrea says, I closed 2 on 2 properties last week and finished the year strong. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love it. So let's go over to Michael Swanson. Michael, are you there?
I'm here.
My dog. Tell me something you accomplished last week that you're super, super proud of, or what are you committed to accomplishing this week?
Something I'm committed to accomplishing this week. I have 2 listing appointments, so I'm committed to getting my first listing this week.
Beautiful, bro. And where's the listing appointments at? What city?
One's in Fairfield and one's in Vallejo.
Okay. All right, cool, bro. If you need any help at all doing a net sheet, doing a marketing timeline, just hit me up, bro, and I'll be rooting for you, man. So let's send him some good juju, good vibes, good energy out to Michael Swanson. You got this, brother. Let's go over to Jesse Grady. Jesse, you had your hand up, bro. Let's hear it.
Yeah, so this week was really about facing fears. So a little backstory, I haven't been to an event really with more than 200 people since probably 2016 before I went to Afghanistan. So this weekend, my wife's obviously a huge Chris Brown and J. Cole fan. So we ended up going to Rolling Loud with about, I don't even know how many people. There's a lot of people. Probably 50, 60,000 people. And we're like in the front of it. And, you know, it kind of gave me a little perspective on like the direction I should be going in, because like, as we're going, my wife is just like, I want to see J. Cole. I want to see Chris Brown. I want to be in the front. So we're going through this crowd, not even paying attention to like all of these people around me. It's just, okay, front of the stage, Chris Brown, J. Cole, we're going to get there. So we get to the front and I'm not even paying attention. Like, I'm not even realizing how many people are here until we get to the front and I turn around and I do a video and I'm like, holy shit, it's so many people here. So for that, it's kind of like, I've always had this kind of fear of like super huge crowds. To do that, it's kind of gave me a perspective to think like, I don't even need to think about it. I just need to do it.
Dude, did you post this video?
No, I have them on my phone. I'm gonna post them on Reels. I'm gonna post them on my Reels because also another kind of interesting thing happened to me. I got a message from Instagram and they now want to pay me to do Reels, even though I've only done like 2 Reels, which is also weird.
Wait, they want to pay you?
To do Reels.
Okay. All right, big dog. I see. You know why. Just what's your Instagram handle again?
JG Benji.
What is it?
JG.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So here's why. Homeboy has 18,000 followers. 18,000 followers. More followers than anybody on the team. So that's why, Jesse, Instagram's saying we'll pay you to do shit. You have, I'm telling you, and I've said this time, you have such a huge audience. Huge audience. So double down on that, capitalize on that. But Jesse, I'm happy that you were able to face your fears and you were able to get to, you know, center stage and watch the concert. And what an amazing concert I'm sure it was.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Awesome. All right, let's hear from one other person. Let's hear from, listen to this. I want to share this with you. Pamela Spivey says, my 30-day down payment series has given me multiple leads, Facebook referrals. Now I will start IG live interviews with lenders. Beautiful. And Pamela's been in the game for a long time, and she's doing things that are a little bit different, utilizing social, and her business is continuing to grow. So absolutely love this. Let's go over to Jordana. Jordana, are you available to speak?
Yeah, I'm here. I just dropped Holden off, so I'm finally like sitting down. Focusing.
Okay, cool. So hey, so hit us with it. What's one thing that you're super stoked that you accomplished last week, or one thing that you were committed to, dead set committed to accomplishing this week?
I have a client who's starting to submit offers this week. There's 2 different properties that she's interested in writing on. So we're going to decide which one to go with and write on that either today or Thursday. So I'm committed to getting this client into contract.
Beautiful. What city are they looking in?
San Jose.
San Jose. Okay. It's over $1 million.
No, it's like 650K price range. She's looking at like a little condo.
Okay. All right, cool. Cool. Awesome. And it was good to meet you, or good to see you at the party this weekend too.
You too.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. All right, guys. So listen, I think I mentioned this before, and if you haven't got this book yet, highly want you guys to get this. What I'd like to do is I'd like to be able to read this together, not obviously on the screen, but I'd like to be able to touch base about this together. That's 12 and a half, leveraging the emotional ingredients necessary for business success. This has been something that has been really, really powerful. Section 2, we talked to you last week about gratitude. The next section is self-awareness, and definition of self-awareness is conscious knowledge of one's character, feelings, motives, and desires, right? As a real estate professional, more so than ever, the more self-aware you are, then the better your brand's going to look and the more you're going to be able to create in your business. And so I want you to focus on let me plug this in really quick. On the self-awareness piece of your business. Think about this. And Gary Vee said this. He's like, whoever said like the nice guy finished last was an idiot, because like the soft skills, right? The way that we connect, the emotional awareness, the empathy, the compassion, the kindness, the soft skills in business are the business skills that are needed to catapult you, that will help people understand who you truly are as an individual. I don't give a shit if you have the gift of gab. You could have the gift of gab and have zero heart. Let's see how good your business does, right? Anybody could sell a few homes a year in real estate. Anybody can do it, especially in a hot market like we're at right now. Anybody could do that. But the ones that are going to prevail and build a sustainable business are the people that are focusing on these categories. Like let's go over one more time: gratitude, self-awareness, accountability, optimism, empathy, kindness, tenacity, curiosity, patience, right? Not complacency, patience, conviction, humility, ambition, and kind candor. When you think about that, the soft skills of business are the skills that are going to help you truly, truly grow and connect with the consumer. If they can see who you are as a person, they can feel your heart, and they can understand your true values, your business will continue to grow. So let's do this, you guys. Let's have a couple of minutes. Let's just go full circle. We'll hear a couple of takeaways from people that are on the screen today. Let's go over to Pablo and Adriana. You guys, what were some of your key takeaways from our time together today?
Hello, how are you guys doing, everyone?
What's up, Pablo?
Hey, how's it going? As you guys, or as you know, Elias, Stephanie referred us over to Team Fast, and we're excited to hit the ground running as soon as we get this exam passed. But it's very intriguing hearing everyone's stories and their goals, and Stephanie's 30-day progress, and how hard it is now these days to get even offers accepted. Did not know that. So that's eye-opening. But we're excited, and here's my wife here.
Hi, everyone. I'm Adriana.
Hi, Adriana. How are you?
No, yes, I'm good. I am good.
So
we're excited for this, honestly. And I think, you know what? I want to say something. I'm 29 years old and I don't have an Instagram. So you know what? I'm gonna commit myself to that.
All right. I hear you.
Make an Instagram, you know what? Make it public and just, get this going. And also I'm very committed to sending out all of my paperwork and, just take this exam and pass it and do this, man. This is so I am out of my comfort zone and it's going to go well. I know it is. And thank you guys. Thank you, Stephanie and Elias for yesterday.
You got it. And you know what? You're going to get uncomfortable for a while. And then what's going to happen is you're going to grow and you're going to grow. You're going to get a little bit more uncomfortable. You're going to grow again. It's just part of this game. So appreciate you guys being on. Thank you for being here. Let's go over to Kenneth Brown. Kenneth Brown, takeaways from today's session together, brother.
Definitely, I have never, ever been on social media. So I plan to build my social media game up. I'm 53 years old and I have plenty of reasons for not being on, but now I have all the reasons for getting on, and I'm so excited just to hear everybody's success and just to get started with Team Fast. I'm very excited.
Love it, Kenneth. It was great to meet you over the weekend too. Let's hear from Kaleem. Kaleem, my man, takeaways from today's session together.
Biggest takeaway is definitely don't be scared to get yourself out there. You know, be comfortable being uncomfortable, definitely.
Good, man. I love it. I love it. Let's go over to Hurston. Hurston, are you on, brother? Are you lifting weights?
No, I'm on my way to the office.
All right. Hurston, let's hear it, bro. Takeaways from today's session together.
Takeaways today is videos. I've been saying I want to start videos, and just hearing all the success stories that you guys have had, it's just reinforcing. So that's something I need to really commit on right now. And yeah, the videos is a big takeaway right now. That's just the way I think we have to go and get strong on.
Good, man. I love it. I love it. Listen, you guys, I want to pull this up really quick. I'm going to share this with you guys. Make sure that you guys spend the time, put it in your calendar to track in Sisu. This is probably the most easiest thing that you'll do in your business, as long as you commit to it and you put it on your calendar. Every single day, how many conversations am I having? How many calls did I make? How many buyer showings did I go on? How many Zoom trainings was I on? You know, how many emails did I send out? Video emails. Like, really, you guys, this is simple. High adoption rate, you guys. As we move forward as a company, we're going to be using Sisu more and more and more. It is a very user-friendly platform that's going to allow you to look, track, and measure your business in ways that you have never done before. I'm all about growth. I'm all about getting better. I'm all about doing things that were better than yesterday, right? But the only way that you're going to be able to do that is to be able to see, how did I actually allocate my time and what did I do? So before we head out, you guys, I challenge everyone on the screen. I'm going to challenge you again on Wednesday. I'm going to challenge you again on Friday. 22 hours. 22 hours from now, Clarence, I'll make sure you have the link. 22 hours from now until the new year to give yourself the education for TikToks, for LinkedIn, for Reels, for all the things that are trending right now. I'm going to get together with Cynthia. I think that we should be doing some TikTok videos, Google Ads, how to boost posts. I'm sure that's already on her radar, but we'll want to make sure that to bring you guys into an environment to where you can walk away from it and be like, these are action items that I can put into place right now. We don't want you guys coming to training. We don't want you guys coming to coaching without something that you can do today. Right then, you know, today you guys can go make a video. You guys know today that I got to get on Sisu and just start tracking some stuff. I know that I can give myself a daily commitment and look back like, damn, I won my day. I won my day. I'm not telling you to win your entire 2022 yet. What I'm telling you is to win your day. Look at today and said, you know what? I did it. I won today. I'm super stoked about what I did. I'm going to do that again tomorrow, right? Dude, my commute this morning was 2 hours and 27 minutes to get here to make sure that I was on for you guys. The traffic, the rain, but you know what it allowed me to do? I listened to an hour and 45 minutes of some fire ass podcasts. Like, that's education time. I was like, all right, let me get some thoughts. Let me get some ideas. How am I going to win my day? Right? So you guys, I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to push you. I'm going to implore you. Don't come here for motivation. Motivation is fleeting. Come here for action items. These are the things that I'm going to do in order for me to take action in my business, right? I'm not here to inspire anybody. If you guys leave here with a little bit of inspiration, cool. But inspiration and the motivation things are fleeting. What I want to see is I want to see action, right? What I want to encourage in you and what I want to instill in you is that Elias puts in us that we are going to be people of action and execution, because everything else will come full circle for you. So you guys, I appreciate you more than you know. I'm more grateful than you guys will ever know. To think about where my life is, my family, and how happy I am. I'll tell you what, you guys, I'm just grateful to be in this position right here and in this seat. So I'll see you for our team meeting tomorrow. Cynthia, talk to you a little bit later. I'm working with our new soon-to-be head of agent development. That's going to be an addition of the sales department, going to be an additional coach for you guys. So I'm really stoked about what's ahead. So I'm going to work my ass off. I want the same for you guys to do that for you and whoever's you're working for in your lives. Peace. Have a wonderful day. Appreciate you guys. Go out there and own your day. Bye.